Hello everybody. Hello everybody. Cheers to all your Easter bunnies out there. I know the Easter bunny is fake. Of course I know that. I'm doing a little bonus stream today. We're gonna add a new power-up. A lot of people were asking for a little bit more of these behind the more like code content streams, so we'll try it out. We've done these before, we'll try it out. What's up 47, Woo, JLo, Phantom Legend, the legend themselves. I'm not hearing my own voice today. It's a bit weird. I'm noise cancelling myself. I think I'll handle. So usually the problem with these kinds of streams is that there's so much compile time, but I did a little test before and it's possible to have two Voidigos open at the same time. Literally the legend themselves. So I'm gonna try when we're compiling. We'll just keep playing a run. I think on paper that sounds legitness. So let's do some power-ups. So this stream it's gonna be a little code, a little nerd. Little nerdy code boy. Thank you for the follow, Sook. And thank you to who followed before. Was Le Rock Boy. Nerd stream. What was I about to say? I don't know. Oh yeah. So this is what we're doing today. This is our little to do program, where we give ourselves little tasks to fill up our lives with. So the power-up I'm gonna have a crack at is the Orbit bullet lotion, which will make your funny video game bullets orbit around you. Yay! Literally so cool. Literally so cool. I did a little list here. Here's my page. Here's my little character. Looks just like the real thing. Can you tell which one is real? Sometimes I can't. Infinite orbit or temporary? So it's gonna be temporary because otherwise it would be impossible to optimize. I don't really know how it's gonna work with other stuff. That's what's kind of cool. Since we're making everything dynamic, we'll kind of figure it out together. But I suppose it's gonna orbit around like this, and then when the range is over, it's just gonna like do the void thing and then orbit just another like the double of its range again, which is gonna be pretty cool. So it's gonna be like an additive motion, this orbit. So if you have like snake bullets, they are still gonna snake around, and like the rats are gonna be a little bit aimless, and the homing is gonna home still, but it's gonna be like fighting each other, so it's gonna be a little bit of both. We'll see how it pans out. You love my trash. I'm glad to hear that. This is why we have JLo doing all the marketing art. Otherwise, you just get this weird little creature. This is Notion. We're using Notion to do all of our tasks. Look, I got 2,000 completed tasks, and the game is still not done. How many do I need to do? Creased. Jesus Christ. So another thing is the way this one is gonna scale by leveling is you're gonna get further range. So they are gonna orbit around you for longer. We recently added like a max range as well, so maybe we'll have to do like some custom logic. If it's orbiting, the max range is higher. We'll see. Task like Among Us? Yes, Among Us sus. See? I'm cool too. Yeah, Notion is great. We used Trello before, but we switched over to Notion, and it's... I don't really have any complaints about Notion. I think it's pretty much perfect for us. It's like... you can do just about any kind, and you can have like specific properties and all of that, and we can all have our own little page, so you don't have to scroll like a huge list with everybody's tasks and all the bugs. We can just have like our own little pages with a picture of ourselves. Use Trello at the moment. I mean, Trello is great because it's free, but Notion is kinda expensive. I think you have to pay for each user, so when you have a couple freelancers that also use Notion, it can get pretty pricey. But it's been worth it so far. Yeah, I'm alone in the office today. I already had my Easter vacation last weekend, so I'm gonna nerd out. So cheers! While the other ones do theirs. Can team members edit other people's pages? Yeah, you can set up like who has access to what and if it's read and write. So like Walter can access my page and just fuck everything up for me, but the freelancers can't. So let's do a little bit of work. Let's see, what's the first task? The script setup. My favorite jelly bean is probably Puke from Harry Potter. I just think it's so cool to eat Puke jelly bean. I mean, I wouldn't actually eat Puke, but as a jelly bean, it's so funny, it's so cool. So, a new power-up, Orbit Bullets. I wonder what bullet we should... I think Rat Bullet is probably something we can steal a little bit stealing. It's all good as long as you say you're sorry. This one is gonna be Orbit Bullet. So we're gonna set it up so that it's not like hard coded to this power up, but it's gonna be like an apply script. So you can apply it to any kind of bullet. So if we were to, we could have like a companion that's got the same effect, or maybe a weapon and only the weapon's bullets has this effect. So we're gonna try to do it as scalable as possible, but still not do any... Like, we're not gonna set up like the weapon configs, but the system is gonna be set up in a way where if we need to do that, it's just gonna be needing no reworks. So Orbit Bullet, buttered popcorn, okay. That's cool, but is it as funny as Puke? I don't know, kind of funny. I don't make the rules. We also need to figure out like what's gonna be the funny thing about this one. Because we always need to be a little bit funny, don't we? I've been thinking about it, and I think the theme of this one could be sun bullet lotion. So it's kind of like sun lotion, normal thing, but in this crazy world, the sun lotion actually makes you into a sun, and the bullets orbit around you because you're the sun. And maybe that could be funny, but we'll take a look at that later. We need this effect script. So the effect script is basically whenever you pick up or remove a power-up, this effect script is executed, and that's the one that updates all the values. So it's very important for us to have this one. Is it my favorite script? Kinda. It's so cool. Coffee jelly bean. Do you just mean a coffee bean? I wouldn't eat a coffee bean, but you do you. Let's see here. So we got our new effect script. This is I'm mostly working in GM Edit, made by Gel Afterlife, wonderful editor for GameMaker. If you're using GameMaker, I'd say use this one. It's better than anything else in the world. So this is the variable that holds like what level of orbit bullet I have, and it's just gonna be added to or increased or decreased when you pick up one of these funny little power-ups. So we need to initialize this one in our player controller. This is the one that kind of controls everything. So the player has this one, and it's holding all of the important variables. I wonder how fancy we should get. Maybe we just do another one of these and call it orbit bullet. We don't need a new script for this, I don't think. So we have 0 orbit bullets to start off. Did someone say anything about the Easter bunnies? Easter bunny bullets, interesting. Interesting, but I don't think I'll have time to do this. The Easter bunnies are fleeting, to say the least. I don't make the rules. God knows I don't make the rules. So we need to set up a name and description for this guy as well. There's a lot of text involved in all of these. I wonder if... yeah. Let's just make it a rare one. I want to say 5 levels. Does that? I think 5 levels for this makes sense. Because it's just kind of making the range longer. So it's an easy one to have a couple of levels for. And more levels is more fun. Is there an official wiki for the game? There is a wiki for the game. There's actually 2 wikis for the game. We recently switched up to a new one that Pinny in the community has been working on, and I'm sure they would love help if you're so inclined. We also need a funny icon. I'm just gonna add a little temp icon for now. We'll get polishing once it's actually working. Can lotions get higher levels, and what would it do? It depends on the lotion. Most lotions are not triggered on every bullet, so getting more or upgrading it will make it trigger more often. But this bullet lotion would be on every bullet. So the way it levels up will be by increasing the range. Orbit a bullet. Oh yeah, maybe we should have copied an actual lotion. I'm thinking maybe it would be funny haha to make it, there we go, to make it just look like a normal sun lotion. I think that could be funny. So it's really it just looks like a normal sun lotion, and then it makes you into the sun. And imagine just how much a gamer would smile. Think about that. But for now, let's just make it this cool white rat, huh? Just so we see which one's which. Usually I let Walter do the pixel art because he's such a legend, wait for it, dairy pixel artist. But maybe we'll get a little crack at it later. Let's have a look at our list. We've set up the script, we've set up the config, the name and description. We have an icon. Let's do a icon polish task and put it right at the bottom. Name and descriptions. Let's set those up. So here's how we're currently doing all of the names for stuff. We got this big list. We have a name, a description, a short description, and then we have all of the upgrade descriptions. How many upgrades did we have? I think we had 5, so 4. 2, 3, 4. The level should increase orbit speed, range and duration. I think it's more fun if the orbit speed is depending on the bullet speed. Then you'll get they won't be the same speed orbiting around you, but instead they will be having their own little pace. I worked on compiling a few sprites and media for it, but I'm not sure how it's built, it is anymore. So the testers have access to like exporting all the sprites for stuff from in-game. So usually I think that's how it's kind of set up for the wiki. That's all the enums we need. Let's see if we miss one. They all hooked up, and our sprite, beautiful sprite of the white rat. Okay, so now that we have this set up, we also need to actually write it, which I'm not gonna put too much effort into at the moment. But we can just take the rat bullet here and paste it. I'm really zoomed in for you guys, so I'm a bit dizzy, getting a little bit dizzy by all of this big text. I hope it's big enough. You are a tester? Alright, cool. When the game is finished, will it still get updates every few weeks or months? We don't know yet. It all depends on how well it does. If it does well and it's something we have the budget to do, we'd love to keep adding stuff to the game. But we don't really know how things will pan out yet. But it's definitely something we would like to. So currently we have English and Swedish. Where my Swedes at? Solkulekräm. Solkräm, solkulekräm, yeah. Sun bullet lotion. Let's just go with this sun idea for now. It's not actually made from the sun. No suns were harmed in making of the. It's just marketing. It's not the sun. Let's just have this for now. Av solen. Inga solar? Is that the plural of sun? Sometimes I have to look up my own language, and that's actually a humbling experience. It is solar, which is also sunbathing in Swedish. Det är inte solen. And of course this is not rat stuff, this is orbit stuff. We already did it for the other one. Maybe we'll do it in a smart way. Huh? Rat bullet, switch it out with orbit bullet. Ba 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 ba. Oh, we don't have more. This is the other one. Let's see. What would the short description be? What's up, Animouth? What's up, Amir? When is the new update schedule, and will Voidigo get mod support? Mod support would, if it's something Voidigo would get, it would be after the full release, or the version 1 release or whatever. The language I need is Arabic because I am Egyptian. That's fair. More languages is also something we want to look into after release. For now, we're just gonna add the ones that we know, so we don't have to deal with translators, updating translators. Since everything is changing so fast, it's just gonna be easier past release. Is the plan. We also we're probably gonna have another approach to how all the text is set up, since we don't actually want it to be in the game code, but maybe it's gonna be like in a JSON file or something like that. So sun orbit bullets, maybe Sol. Now we have to look up what orbit is in Swedish. Maybe we can do omloppsbanekulor. No, that's a good word. No, that's a fresh word. And what's up, Eric? I don't remember if I said what's up, Eric, but of course, what's up, Eric. For now, let's just keep the upgrade text empty, because we don't even have any logic for this yet, so who knows what the percentages will be, huh? But with Arabic, might be hard because Arabic is from right to left, but English is written in left to right. Yeah, that's true. That can definitely be a tricky thing, and it would most likely be like I don't think Game Maker has a way to flip it like that. I wonder, like, can you still write out the same thing, like, and just like it's still like a horizontal line, right? So I suppose when it comes to like rows of text, it might get messed up. Since we don't have any text in the game that reveals like symbol by symbol, yeah, it's still a line. Yeah, I wonder if it would be possible to just kind of write it as like rows of text and not have to do any specific code. I don't know. Where were we? I think we've set up all of the funny texts. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Name, description, and then we can add let's do a upgrade descriptions, descriptions, because we haven't done that. So let's not forget to do that. Yeah, usually you get cracking with some Arabic. Let's get some Arabic at the chat. So I wonder if we should just see if we can spawn it and all of that jazz, and then we'll start setting up the logic for everything, because now we got everything set up, so it should start spawning in the world. So let's just compile, and while we're compiling, and this is crazy, but maybe we'll play a little round. And this is my master plan. Hopefully it won't lag too much. I think it's probably gonna lag a little bit because I'm streaming, and this compiled version of Voidigo is the non-optimized version, because that one takes faster to set up. And something. I forget what I'm talking about, don't I? And I'm compiling. Oh yeah, that's some Arabic. I suppose, like, only thing, like, I don't know how the formatting is, of course, but since it's horizontal, the only thing we would need is a specific font, right? I think so. Let's see how lag it is. I mean, IDGAF about how lag it is, because this is still more fun than looking at the compile, huh? So when you jump down one row when writing Arabic, I suppose you just go back to the right in the next row, right? There's not any other formatting. I'm gonna show up some new things this run as well. Like, for example, Blossom Bud now gets healed 4 times as much from friendly water elements. So now it's a bit more viable to heal the little guy. Yeah, look how lag it is. Well, I mean, whatever. Whatever, we're having fun, we're working, we're not playing. So Blossom Bud, see, now Blossom Bud got an enemy element on them, so they are still healing like before, but since it's connected to Blossom Bond, they're still gonna heal for a lot. How would I go about becoming a tester? So in our community, there's actually a new channel where you can apply to become a tester. And if you're serious and not too young, then I'm sure we'd love your help. I will explain. Imagine the underscores are Arabic. I'm not sure. Sorry. I'm not sure I'm seeing underscores. Or maybe there's underscores like inside the letter. Oh, and look at this. I'm actually walking so far right now. We actually finished our compile. So I hope you enjoy. We'll keep playing that run as we're compiling, and trust you me, we'll be compiling quite a couple times, and maybe we should put this one in a more suitable position. Is this perfect? Yeah, it is. Let's see if we can get our new power-up. Spawn power-up Sun Bullet Lotion. There it is! It's the Sun Bullet Lotion! Sun Orbit... maybe it shouldn't say Sun Orbit Bullets. I feel like that sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? This is not Rat Bullet, this is Orbit Bullet. We know this. Maybe just orbiting bullets. It kinda gives away the joke, but we'll keep thinking about it. Oh, it won't work on phone. Okay, I get it. But with paper, the letters start on right, and when you finish a line, go back to the right. Okay. Yeah, it sounds like... I mean, the only thing is you would have to... Oh, yeah. Because if you have a specific like width of something, and it automatically does a row down, then it might do it in the middle of a sentence and not actually put it in the right spot underneath. So that would need some either like very specific width of texts and make sure it makes sense, or you'd have to do like the row switching like a custom one. Compilation. Well, I think that's a good way to teach. I honestly do. Let's see, so we got the Sun Bullet Lotion, we pick it up, and now, oh yeah, look at this, we've done some changes to how this looks. It's a little bit crispy cool now. It's the only thing that changed from last stream is it's the UI color of the non-filled in stars, which is crispy cool. Yeah, so it's in the game. It's not doing anything yet, but just you wait. Let's look at our list. Next up is Orbit Apply Config. So this is basically applying that these bullets have a specific movement to them. So that's what we want to do next. And we do that in bullet apply attributes. In bullet attributes, add attributes. Whatever, it's all the same to me, I'm a rock star. And in here we got power-ups. I think what we want to do is this kind of setup. So let's do orbit. So bullet orbit equals false, so it's not gonna orbit by default, or of course not. And then we want to, oh yeah, this is actually, yeah, this is the variables that we're not gonna set up yet, but everything is gonna be like, we're still gonna need this script here, but these variables we're not gonna set up because we don't know if we will have a weapon that does this yet. But we're gonna set everything up, so if we need it, we have it. But translating will be a pain, because translating things to Arabic can be mistranslated, and there are two Arabic. They are very similar but have different words with different meanings, like Egyptian Arabic and Saudi Arabia Arabic. They are different. Ah, okay. I see. Yeah, I mean the world of translating is very tricky. And I'm sure very... it would take a lot of time as well, but I'm sure it will be worth it. But it's something we'll do past the full release. But it's definitely something we want to look into. So let's do a new folder here. Let's call it Orbit. What scripts do we need? We need an apply script, and we need a logic one. So bullet apply orbit, orbit, and you can see just how slow like the GameMaker, like working inside GameMaker is. It's like I right-clicked and there it is. And like making new scripts and all that. So that's why, like that's one of the parts why we're working so much in GMEdit instead. It's just so much faster. So we're actually not gonna inherit from a weapon at all. So here we can add like to do, add weapon inheritance. That's a cool word. So this is our apply script, that's all we need, and then we also need, and when I say that's all we need, I mean that's all we need, and not actually mean it. I don't actually mean what I'm saying. We need an apply script from the power-up itself. And this one is gonna be power-up orbit bullet apply. So this will apply orbit to the bullet based on your power-up level. I suggest you translate the easy languages and then go to the hard. Yeah, for sure. Once we start translating, I'm sure we'll do multiple languages at the same time. And I'll have them all just go wild. But yeah, it sounds like Arabic would need some custom code to work, which makes it tricky. I have many weapon ideas, but I suck at drawing. It doesn't matter, I don't think. What matters is the idea, since we're gonna draw it anyways. So I wouldn't worry about it. Let's see here. So in our bullet apply, let's actually take the one from bat. Because I think, yeah, that one is actually applying all of these funny things here. So we're just gonna have one thing we apply. We're not gonna affect anything else for now. Let's live code this. I'm all out of water! It's my favorite thing. Just kidding, I'm not even scared and afraid. We got our power-up orbit bullet apply. So this one checks if we have this power-up, then it's gonna apply orbit to the bullet. So this is gonna happen to all friendly bullets. So even if Gloppy is over in the distance shooting funny little bubbles, it's still gonna come over to us. And we want to apply orbit. And this one is gonna have more variables later on, I'm sure, but we don't need it for now. Let's just see how we do it inside of the bat. Because we love to steal. And it's not illegal if it's your own things. But it still feels so good. Doesn't it? So we get the bullet as an argument, and if the bullet exists, we go into the bullet. And what do we do inside the bullet? We say this bullet has orbit. Bam! Now all bullets will have this orbit variable set to true when we shoot it. Why are you red, sir? Because we're asking for too many variables. Sir, you're red with frustration, sir. So far, so damn good. So now that we have this variable, next up is actually to do some damn logic about it. So let's go into object bullet, yeah. Let's close down some of these things we don't need to see. Die timer, scary. Remember, we all have a die timer. Scary if true. So here's where all of our special, oh so special, custom movements are. I think we'll just name it orbit step. So let's go back to where our apply script, the apply orbit. Maybe this one should actually be orbit apply. No, wait, that's not how the other ones are set up. It's a bit annoying, but we'll make do. Hello, keep editing this. Yeah, I think all of our apply bat, yeah. That's fine, that's cool. Let's see here. You're still called this. Don't even with me. It removed it. Right? Yeah, it removed the script for me. Let's see if we have to rewrite the script. We have to rewrite the script. Or actually, bam! I still had it. No, wait, that was the wrong one. Whatever. Whatever. Let's just set it up again then, I suppose. Hey, sometimes you make mistakes. That's actually part of life and pretty cool still. Orbit. So now we need a little logic script that takes care of how it will move. So this one is bullet, orbit, step. Hey, I told you this was gonna be a nerdy stream. We're just the Easter nerds, aren't we? You and I. So let's hook up our new orbit script here. I think we can use some logic from the homing logic. But for now, I think it's time to live code this. So we set the orbit to true, and then if orbit, and then let's just say, yo, I'm orbiting. And we'll see, are the bullets getting orbit correctly? That's the next step, I think. Let's see, let's live code all this bullshit. And let's compile. And I think it's time for me to make a little commit, just to do a little backup of my work. Orbit, bullet, work. Because I don't want to accidentally remove scripts again. That was really embarrassing for me. Let's go back to our run. You guys still haven't seen the super exciting new stuff since the last stream. And trust me, you'll love to see it. Should we get a bunch of money? This is always an exciting choice for me. What to do with my life? What is my life worth? $60? Yeah. The ruffle. And perhaps I do like bounce gel, especially with ruffle, I think. But look, both of these have so many levels, it's gonna take an age to show off the new stuff. What's up, Cyber? Hope you're doing so well. So damn well. I mean, look at this bouncing. A great tool to have on the battlefield. And if I need, I can heal my little blossom bud. Heal. I really love your game, man. Thank you so much. I love that you love my game, man. I love that you love my game, man. Can you believe it? It's only getting better. Yep, he said it. It's true. It's true. It's kind of our thing. funny boss. Miss, miss. Why am I missing? Oh, I suppose I have bad accuracy. I thought this one had really good accuracy, but it does not. But it's got really good damage though. Trick shot. Talking so much is giving me the worst throat of every Easter you've ever seen. But whatever, I can do it. I'm not a little baby. What's up, Darian? Happy Friday, TGIF to Darian. Uh-oh. Happy Friday to Darian. I always say this every Friday morning. If you're wondering why it's laggy, Darian, it's because I'm compiling at the same time, and this is like a unoptimized compile of the game, because I wanted to show off some of the new interesting things. Maybe I shouldn't have. Oh, also, what is wrong with this guy? This guy is actually not playing in full screen, and that's our compile time. So let's go back to seeing if we can do some orbiting bullets. Yeah, that's what we're working on. Orbiting bullets. So last thing we did was I think I want the beginner. I think that will be easier to kind of see orbiting. What were you asking? I'm sorry. I hope that runs can be longer. They can be longer, but you wouldn't hope for compile times to be longer. That would be psychopathic, to say the least. I have one question. Will there always be 3 maps and then final boss? Yes, I believe so. We want to make the game wider is what we're focusing on, and not longer. We're pretty happy with the length of a run at the moment. So down here is my little debug window, and as you can see, when I shoot now, we're not getting the funny little text we set up, which was "Yo, I'm orbiting." But if we pick up sun bullet lotion. Oh, yo, I'm orbiting! Now we're orbiting! Let's give ourselves some room here. Let's remove every prop. And this is gonna make some people upset. Let's remove the NPCs. I'm sure they go to a better place. I'm sure. So what the hell do we need here? I think first off we need a new variable. Let's put this guy back here. So let's call it bullet orbit setup equals true. So this one will kind of decide what the start position of the orbit will be. And then maybe we'll also do bullet.orbitdir, which is of course funny that I would say it like that, but it's true. Okay, so let's set up a new region. Let's call this setup. So here we will set up all of our attributes, because we only want to do this once. So if we want to set up, we set setup to false, but first we do some funny things. I wonder actually, will this... What is the attacker in this sense? The attacker equals... that's the only time we set it. I think if we do it like this, we might get companions that... like it's gonna orbit around the companions. But I think that's fine. Or we can set it to always orbit around the player. Do we want it to be dynamic? I mean, the narrative of the whole thing is that the player is the sun. And I feel like it's more fun if companion bullets start orbiting around the player. So let's do that. So let's get the player, script player, get locale. And we need a new variable here as well, which is... I'm sorry, my stomach is rumbling to say the least. Orbit host. Okay, I hope that's not coming up on the stream. That's so embarrassing. Let's do, instead of that, let's just do orbit host is that. Okay. If instance exists, orbit host. Maybe what we should do is, if we don't find a host, then we don't orbit. This is just like a no host failsafe. Probably never gonna be used, but better safe than sorry and sad and crying. And now we want to set up our start direction. So our orbit direction should be the point direction between our position and the host position. I wonder if the bullet starts too close, and it shouldn't be the X and Y, it should be the center of the player. We can just trace this direction, see what it turns out to be. 256. 256. That's like this position, or this direction. It's always around that direction, which means we're too close. So maybe we just add the speed of the bullet. It's still wrong. Maybe what we'll do is let's just debug this. Do the semi-work lads have any plans for the weekend? I'm gonna go on a bender, as I always do. Just kidding. I had a big vacation last weekend. I think I'm just gonna take it easy. Maybe I'll fuck around and get a pizza, huh? Maybe I'll fuck around and get a pizza. I deserve a damn pizza, don't I? So let's do a green little point for the bullet. Green means bullet. And let's do a red. Oh, you know what? It's because I had X and X and not X and Y. So maybe that was the problem, most likely, huh? Let's just debug this anyways. Yeah, look at that. Now we got plenty of distance between the bullet and the player. And look at our numbers. Now we're getting good numbers. Now we're getting perfect numbers. So all that is working. You know what? We can actually say this one's done. Bye, guy. And now we need a new little region here. And this region will be update. Update, or maybe it's orbit. Because this is gonna be what's orbiting our little guy. And we've also said that if we don't have a host, we exit and we stop orbiting. So anything after this is certified orbitable. Maybe we should actually have this failsafe back here, because the player, maybe the host could disappear after the setup as well. So might as well have a little safety check down here as well. So let's just say the orbit direction is increased by 10 degrees. What's up, eggs? What's up, eggs? We love to see it. Get a pizza. Thank you so much. What kind of topic we're looking at? Capriosa, kebab. I don't know. You sweet as a weird shit. I'm probably gonna get Birdie Bottle's funny beans on my pizza. I'm gonna allow this bullying message because you're not bullying me, so I'll allow it. So we got this orbit direction here, and it's increasing every now and then. And now we need to actually make our bullet fly towards this point. So let's see how we're actually doing this when we're homing. Homing. So we want to do a direction target, and that direction target is, I suppose we can have an orbit X and an orbit Y. And the orbit X would be the orbit host, so the player's center X position, plus a little cos-sin bullshit, which in GameMaker is called a length dir. So you give something a length. Let's say we want it to orbit 75 pixels away from the funny player, and the direction would be the orbit direction. And then we also want to do this for the Y position. And then we want to target this position. So we have our bullet position here. I wonder if we should take Z into account. Oh no, this is actually removing the Z. Yeah, that makes more sense. And then we want to aim towards the orbit position. And then we want to flip it, just so it's it doesn't get any weird values based on the bullet direction. And then we move our direction towards the target position, and maybe we move it 10%, and then we just update our X and Y speed. So now, look at that! It's not quite orbiting, is it? But hey, we're getting somewhere. I wonder how a Batatat... No, not a Batapult. A Batatat. Debug, remove this pickup. So we're getting somewhere. Let's see. So this bat is orbiting around me. But it still has its own little bat movement. But maybe, I mean, one thing is we should probably just display this position so that we know a little bit what the hell is happening. Let's make it red. Red means love. Color of love, color of anger, color of red sports car. It's trying its best to orbit. Yeah, okay, so here we see the problem, right? This is not quite working as we want it to. Let's just, if we set it to be this position, oh yeah. So it's actually following it correctly, but it's one thing we have to do is look at that. Is we have to update the orbit speed with the speed of the bullet, because otherwise the slower bullets are gonna be closer to my body. Like if we do a really slow one, yeah. If it's too slow, they're gonna do this as well. I mean, we're not gonna do 100% orbit, because then we'd never get any funny combinations of movements. And we want funny combinations of movements, don't we? I know I do. I really do. So let's just try to make it increase by the speed. Okay, that actually seems to make sense. Because revolver bullets are hella fast. But why does it go down and then up? Shouldn't it just go forward? Because, oh yeah, look at that. My orbit position actually starts behind me instead of in front of me. It's supposed to start in front of me. Yeah, it's always opposite of where I'm aiming. And that's wrong as all hell. Why is that? If we just see what our orbit direction is, it could be that I'm just in the setup, I'm doing bullet towards player. It should be the opposite, because then now we're aiming in the wrong direction, aren't we? Bam! Look at that, we've got a bullet orbiting around us. It feels like it's a bit too close. Maybe we can do 100 pixels. You got it! I got it, guys! But I'm also thinking, because now we're actually we're orbiting the speed, but the bullet doesn't have time to get up to the start position. So smart, thank you so much. It feels like it's too fast for the bat. But I think this might be the same issue. Maybe what we should do actually is we increase this orbit direction down here, and maybe what we should do is a dist. So we check our distance to the orbit position. So distance, and if we're close to this distance position, we'll increase it. So if distance is less than maybe 10. The only thing I'm thinking is maybe this will make things that, yeah, like now it's definitely working better, right? but it's also maybe it should be the speed. Yeah, maybe the double of speed. Yeah, that seems to work pretty well. But now we want to see if maybe it should be like 20%. Yeah, that's the problem. If we're looking at the distance, then bullets that have this extra little movement here, they are not gonna work. Yeah, even fast. Wait, why is this one not working now? Oh yeah, because since we're adding 20%, so maybe what we want to do is just like, because this distance thing is not working. I wonder what the best way to do this. What's up, Apple Juice? We're working on a new kind of bullet lotion that makes your bullets orbit around you. We're getting there. I wonder if perhaps it should be just... Yeah, perhaps it should just be half of the speed. You know what? Let's just do an extra little thing when we apply orbit. Let's set the distance to be a higher value. Let's see here. I think it's dist and dist init. Yeah. So let's do an extra 1000. Yeah, I know that's crazy, but it will help us. How will this pair with the homing bullet power-up? It will do a little bit of both. I mean, this is working pretty good, I think. Oh, but look at that one. What the hell that one doing? Look at me, I'm the king of my own bullets. The king of my own bats. It's pretty cool. Imagine a run like this. And then one thing we're gonna do is have the bullets ignore walls as well. Because right now you can't really play with it in corridors, right? And we want to do that. Looks very strong. Perhaps. But what is happening when it's kind of circling around a point? What could that be? Is it... Is half too slow? Maybe it should be the same as the orbit speed. Now it's kind of like little fireworks. Kind of interesting, just swarming around the same position like that. But it's not what we want. We want it to be as fast. Yeah, if it's as fast as the bullet, it's too fast, because then it never kind of gets there. But maybe what we want to do is
This is a regular pony, and it will be given to a regular boy. Everything seems rather regular, but something is about to change that. Peachy.
Don't eat all of those. I need them for my peach pies.
Oh, there's my boy,
Oh, Papa, you got me a pony.
Here's the pony.
Oh, pony.
The pony galloped, as quickly as it could, to win the boy's heart.
Oh! Watch out for the mud. Ah, pony, you made me dirty all over. Oh, thank you. Oh, pony, no, bad.
Any minute now.
Mom, I've been climbing that mountain all weekend. You promised chocolate pudding. No, not carrot. I'm gonna kill you, Mom. Pony. I'm sorry, Pony. Pony. You calling me a pony? Do you know what I just did? I climbed Mount Grimsmore. A pony couldn't do that. A pony couldn't do that. Ponies are weak. Pony! Stop calling me a pony! I want my chocolate pudding! What? I hate you, Mom! Pony? Oh, a pony! What are you gonna do? Ponies are weak! I'm sorry I ever doubted you. Oh, I'm hungry, Pony. Let's go get some peaches from Grandma. Yeah, okay. We can be there in less than 2 minutes if we hurry up.
Yeah, soon.
They look so crunchy. Okay, Pony, you need to be on the lookout for Grandma. She don't want us stealing peaches now that it's peach pie season. You go, Pony. Keep Grandma out of here.
Ah, yeah, I can smell the peaches. Do you want some peach pie?
They should be here by now.
Perfect timing, Pony. We gotta get out of here. Pony, we need to go before Grandma sees us. No time for tongue. What happened, Pony? Oh, yeah, we stole some peaches from Grandma. Oh, okay. I think I need to sleep, Pony. Just for a... I hate this plant. I hate it. These little early think one plant would impress me.
Did you really think one plant would impress me?
Silly pony. I can be my own pony.
I can be my own pony.
One plant is not enough.
One plant is not enough.
I will never love you, Pony.
so long. Your sacrifice must truly love you.
What's going on?
Do you love your pony with all your heart?
Ah, faux show! A super llama pony!
Mufula kasadara tintante. Have you ever heard a story about a spoiled boy in a dark, empty void? A sacrifice unlocked by the pure emotion of love and unmitigated devotion.
We back at it again. I can't believe my mic got an update. Who even needs updated microphones? Suckers! Is it working now? Boy, I hope so. Where were we? We're getting an orbit. So we did do our little start thing. But I don't know if it's... Oh yeah. Is it working? Even better? Oh, okay, thank goodness. So we got our orbit here. I feel like it's pretty good, right? Am I crazy? One thing I've been thinking about is, should we have a max range? Or should we have a max time? Because these guys, I mean, they are gonna orbit for much longer. And these guys are gonna orbit for barely any time. So do we wanna do it with range or time? Orbit time. Maybe orbit time is more fun. And I feel like it makes more sense. Let's try some different weapons. What about a Blossom Bud orbit? Hey, look at the... I mean, imagine all the cool things that can happen with this one, huh? First off, I think the start distance thing we did, probably not a good idea. Yeah. I don't think we need it. I think it's just creating weird little things. Look at that, a little flower petal thing, and it's kind of cool how they rearrange themselves. This one turns into one big bullet. Look at that, it leaves a trail of smaller orbiting bubbles. Look at the bubbles. And I mean, when we move, the slower bullets are gonna have a harder time to get back in line, right? Which is fine. I wonder if the orbit direction, that's good being the speed, but maybe the one that brings you back in line should be a set value. Bubbles. Bubbles! What's up, Penny? Good orbit, thank you. Yeah, we're being careful not scaring the boo-boos. Because fast bullets will have time to kind of get back in line, right? But I wonder if having them be more like in line with the orbit will make it less interesting, because they won't be able to do their own movement as much. Mining laser? Let's see. Oh my god! That's a funny one. Yes, I guess even with fast weapons, it has a reason, like an argument for making them have a set fall in line. It's very pretty and it breaks walls. Pretty. What? This one is too fast! Yeah. I think one thing we might want to do is like clamp the speed. Like bullet speed is the lowest value of bullet speed and maybe 10? No, 10 is too slow. Because that's more fun, right? This is more fun than the other one. And then you'll actually, even with really fast weapons, you'll still get this really cool little orbit. But yeah, so we're still thinking about the orbit time versus range argument. Woo! Woo! Let's create a nicer orbiting for sure. But slow bullets doesn't change. Oh, it can't keep up. So cute. Isn't it so cute when something can't keep up? Oh my god, my cheeks. That's so cute when it can't keep up. That's what I say every time I see someone slow. Hateful? A little bit. So what happens if we're not doing, like if the speed which it's, no, that can't really work. Are the lasers the quickest bullets? Yeah, the lasers get, like their speed is their range. So it gets super speed. So you can't really see anything. And that's no fun. Orbit me rats? Orbit me rats. Oh, that one's going crazy. Yeah, I think actually this might be 1.5 instead. That's too fast. 1.8? Hey, we're looking for those magic numbers. We want the target to always be kinda in front, but it's, yeah. Yeah, this is probably pretty good. But yeah, so the problem we're thinking about now is when I'm moving, I mean, the orbit is not gonna be perfect around me. But if we make it perfect around me, it's not gonna be affected by other movements. And we want our little bats to still flutter around, right? But if I move like this, they're gonna have trouble getting to the point. But maybe that's more interesting. Maybe it should have a minimum speed of like 10 as well, speeding up slow bullets. Yeah, we could do that. I think 10 is really fast though, right? We could try. So the minimum bullet speed, maybe 5. I think 5 is really fast. It's faster than the bats were before. Yeah, maybe it can be faster than that. Well, it makes the rats really fast. I think maybe 5 is pretty good. Now you get faster pedal swarms. I kind of like the trailing effect. Yeah, they kind of get a little trailing effect. What's up, Captain Dolmer? Cheers to captains out there. So how does this one work now? Oh, it gets fast bullets. Yeah, it doesn't get like the slow bullet trail like before, but it still gets little things like that. But I wonder why it's doing the little swirly thing sometimes. I suppose it's when they, like if I'm moving here. Yeah, if they like reach their point before, I think it's fine. No extra swirlies have never hurt anyone, unless you're an enemy. Yep. Enemies might be hurt by this. Not even kidding. So I want to try having a orbit time instead of range. That will make the slow bullets not exist for crazy amount of times, and the fast bullets will still exist for some time. It feels like a better solution. And I'm all for that better solution. So let's do orbit time. I wonder what's the best way to kind of extend their lifetime like that. We don't need to do dot bullet, we're already inside the bullet. You foolish man. Let's say 5 seconds. We're gonna have a little argument here. We can do it now. We can do orbit time. Cheese hammer. Truth. This one and grenade lotion would probably be a bad match. Yeah, like everything that's kind of doing something when it lands will just it will just start swirling towards it. But I think that's cool. Like, what else? You want that? You never really know what you're gonna get, huh? And I think that's so funny for me. So let's add our new argument, which is orbit time. And let's have that in seconds. And then when we apply this, we can say, we'll say 5 seconds. This is what's gonna upgrade, I suppose. So orbit time. So now we have an orbit time. See, it doesn't affect the range But I wonder what's the best way to kind of extend it. I wonder if we need something perhaps unique. So let's tick this little timer, and if orbit time is more than 0, then we probably need to, let's go into the bullet step. Have a little look at what's making these bullets stop bulleting. So if distance position plus 50 is the distance, then it dies, or it starts to shrink. I suppose we could have a prevent the bullet from exceeding the range limit. Collisions, distance die. This is when it's disappearing. Maybe what we can do, I mean the problem will still be with, although since we're setting the what is it called? Yeah, let's try this. So if we set this distance position, so we're gonna override range with orbit. I feel like that makes most sense to me. So if we're still orbiting, we reset the distance position, and when we're done orbiting, we set the distance position to the full range. I don't think this can go wrong. So now every bullet is gonna orbit for 5 seconds. I mean, 5 seconds, maybe that's like the final time. Final time as in bullets stop bulleting. Yeah. Looks great now, thank you. Yeah, so you get like, not everything is gonna orbit at the same speed, and I think that's cool. I think that's actually rock and roll Hall of Fame cool. Look at my orbit, huh? I feel like our orbit logic is sound. I feel like, by God, we've done it. Let's see how it looks without the debug. Ooh, my micro, and look at Imagine you walk into an enemy with your micro swarm. Pretty great. Yeah, so 5 seconds, maybe that's the max. Like when you fully upgraded this funny weapon, funny power-up. So I'm seeing that the bullets that shrink aren't shrinking because we need to set it to -50 so they have time to shrink. And then maybe we say if the timer is not none, and then we'll set it to none. And now our funny rats will shrink when they are done, right? Shrink for me, rat. Okay, so this rat is never shrinking. Let's see, what is our distance position here? It's 370. What is our orbit time? -4. So if orbit time, what is that? Should it be... I'm not quite understanding what's going on here. Why would you never die, rat? We're not setting anything, right? No! Oh yeah, we're still getting in here. Oh yeah, because we're ticking our timer outside here. So if we're we actually need to tick it, then we tick it. And now the rat should be gone. Gone. We shrunk a rat. Don't force him to shrink. Too late. Way too late. Wait, rats die when they shrink? Confirmed? Yeah. Did you really think they live their life as tiny rats? Molecule Ant-Man rats? No, 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 no. They die and go to hell. Not all rats go to hell, but the ones that mess with me do. I make sure of it. So, I mean, these rats, it's not gonna be a perfect orbit. Because they got their own little lives going on. We could make it orbit more. I mean, now it's perfect rat orbit, but I mean, rats, you gotta let rats be rats. You gotta. I'm supposed to not mess with Axel. Yep. I can't believe it took you this long to figure that out. Oh, one thing I'm thinking is bullets that create bullets like that. Nah, it's not a problem. I mean, it's gonna disappear at some time, but I mean the bubble shield. Imagine this bubble shield though. It's laggy because I'm live coding every bullet, so that's why it's an issue right now. I don't think this should be expensive. One thing we haven't tried is what the fuck? Sorry. Will our companions do? Will it orbit around me? Yes. It has to. The logic is sound. So if you try to shoot him, hey, that's actually my bullets now, Gloppy, and I get to do whatever I want to do with them. Well, maybe he shouldn't be so close. Yay, Gloppy gives me bullets. Jojo Chocolate Easter Rabbit Bunny. Yeah, we're working on so many Jojo stands, but you know, we haven't gotten the rights just yet. But we have so many Jojo stands. Just comment that out. Maybe one day, huh? Pa 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 pa. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun one. See you around, Poik. No, not really. I'm just having a little joke with you. We can't do things we don't own. That would put us in grave danger. Grave danger. Also, it's more fun to come up with your own stuff. IMHMO, SMHMO. Cease and exist or disexist. Yeah, Axel. Yeah, I mean, maybe if rats become like, if Marvel does like Ratman, maybe we'll have a problem. But so far, I think we're golden. Let's look at our to-do list. We've done the orbit logic. and the orbit logic is sound. Let's do another one here, which is upgrade attributes. Next one is ignore walls. We need to ignore walls because is it really fun if I'm shooting and I got this huge thing and oh, they all flew into the wall? What the fuck with that? I mean, you want to be standing like if I stand like this, I get 0 bullets. I mean, I get Gloppy's bullets. They come over here. That looks really cool. They just travel over here and then start orbiting. Here they come. New bubbles for me. Yes, new bubbles for me. Thank you, Gloppy. Well, bounce gel. The thing is, I mean, sure, we could do that. You have to think about it for yourself. I mean, this is cool. But it feels like without it, it would be not so good. Maybe the way we solve this is not that it ignores walls, but maybe it gets bouncing. And is that more fun? I mean, it's cooler, right? So while it's Walter has spoken, more fun. Yeah, it is more fun and it's less work. Looks cool too, right? Some things like maybe the zapper might be crazy, but isn't that like a really fun synergy? Yeah, if Walter if Walter doesn't isn't nice, feel free to ban him, of course. The moderators has to do their job, right? Oh, this is the Zapper song, when the Zapper jumps around. Zapper final fight. Choo choo, choo choo. I think a separate power-up that lets you penetrate walls would help with the issue. Yeah, that's a pretty like a lot of roguelites have like Ghost Bullet or something like that, and yeah, maybe that's something separate, like Ghost Lotion or whatever. I think we actually have an idea for mole, like a mole bullet, where the mole kind of digs through the wall. Zapper final fight. Yeah, so let's say not this, but infinite bouncing. You get the gist. So while the orbit time, maybe we should do a little bit of commenting here. So let's do this. Here is orbit logic, and the logic is sound, and then we have the timer, and now we need to we can just put this at the bottom if we need it. So how do we make it bounce forever and ever and ever? Maybe what we do is we just say while it's orbiting, we just say the bounce is the biggest number of the current bounce and 2. So we always have a little buffer of 2 bounces. Let's just double check if it's called bounce. Wall hit. Thank you for following Danny's BHR. That's a cool name. I would love to shop in your store. Let's see here. Scenario bullet on bounce. We got the bounce impulse. I want to go into the logic where we hit a wall. Wall hit. So script bullet hit. This is the one I was looking for. Okay, so you can actually set bounce to unset, which means it's got infinite bounces. So maybe all we need to do is just set bounce to unset in here. And then since we're kinda killing the bullet ourselves when the timer is over, we don't really need to do anything else. Let's restart where we don't have the bounce gel. Also, one interesting thing is this thing here, where it says you have nothing, not even like one thing. I don't think you can actually get that in game anymore, because now you always have your starter and you can't remove it. So that's just a little thing that we can see, you and I. Spawn, power up, sun bullet lotion. Cool style. Let's remove some shield. Let's give ourselves some room. Maybe we shouldn't have given ourselves room because we want to check bouncing, right? So now when I shoot, it's gonna bounce forever. Yeah, this is really cool. Oh, look at those. They're trying to come back to me. Come back to me, bullets. They'll never get back to me. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. They just want to be with Mama. And we can all agree with that, right? I wonder if the sound is annoying. No, not too annoying. Although one thing I've been thinking about, we have this script that runs where bullet reset. So when a bullet resets, it kinda like when it hits something, it gets resets some variables, and we could make it reset the orbit direction when it hits a wall. So if it hits here, then the new orbit position will be like this. So then it goes like this, bam, and the new orbit position will be like that, and then it goes like bam, and then bam. I think so. Look at it, it's trying to come back home. Ew, that's disgusting. The way it slithers in there. Ugh. If my child did that when trying to get back to me, I would just drive away. But don't tell my child that. They would be angry with me. Stop slithering, child. Or I'll drive away. Let's try that. So what we want to do... It doesn't reset the orbit time, that's good. We just say to do the orbit setup again. Let's see here. Here. Orbit setup true. I wonder if in the orbit setup it should maybe set the bullet direction to be opposite this. That way it will bounce away, because now I think it's still gonna like slither. This one with Emerald and Anti-Curse, that's gonna be really cool. If your child slithers along the walls. Just a warning. Let's keep playing! Remember? We're compile playing. Remember this run? Ages ago? I think my stomach is asking for lunch soon as well. It's just the way of things, the way things are. But maybe we'll come back after lunch and do some more. We'll see. Christ, I'm feeling crazy today. I feel Easter Bunny crazy today. Okay, Captain Dolmer, sad to see you go, love to see you leave, or however that goes. Let's get a little extra bundle. I think this is gonna be too scary for me, perhaps. But I also think I have pretty good Damaggio, although I have to play better. Ooh, I have to play better. I don't wanna spawn more voidlings. No, yes! Just a gamer moment. Oh my god. This guy is too slippery. He's like one of my children. Ooh. Goose. Imagine Goose. Yeah, I wonder, I'm still not quite sure what rarity. I mean, the orbit bullet seems very good, so maybe it should be ultra rare. But we'll see. I mean, we can kind of decide it based on like the orbit time, right? If it starts at a really low orbit time, maybe it could be rare, but it feels ultra rare. When I'm walking away, no, don't leave! What were we even doing? Oh yeah, we're trying to figure out how to stop the slithering. Stop the slithering! Can we figure it out? We can. Sun bullet lotion. Let's remove some props. I'm sorry about the curring of my stomach. Disgusting. Just kidding, it's cool. Just kidding, it's actually cool. Maybe we should try to set up the same thing we had before with like a little piece like this. Oh wow. It definitely slithers still. But it's got an easier time getting to me. But what I'm thinking is every time it's setting up this orbit, then we set the direction to be the orbit direction minus 180. Yeah, that way it will not slither but bounce. A little bit of slid, but that's if it's like bit strange. Yeah, a little bit strange. But that's like, you wouldn't put yourself in a... Look at this, isn't that beautiful? Yeah, I think this is making sense. Because now it's getting like this motion. Before it would slither along the wall and then come back, but now it's kind of bouncing back like that before it goes. And that's pretty legitness awesome sauce, if you ask me. We did a chat. Oh, yeah, I mean, maybe it should be... Wouldn't it be funny that the orbiting bullets have little angel wings? That would be funny. We're thinking though of kind of the narrative of it is that it's gonna make the player into a sun. So maybe we'll give the player like a little glow, and maybe we'll do like maybe 3 planets orbiting around the player. Could that be cool? So if you pick up the sun bullet lotion, you become like a little sun. Yeah, and look at this, we're not actually shooting in the right direction anymore. This was not the way to do it. One thing I'm thinking is this here, another way to solve this is we have a set amount that we're moving towards the orbit. And what we could do is we have that as a variable and we call it orbit amount, and we store it at 0.2. And when we bounce into something and we reset, let's do a little orbit, we set it to 0. So it's gonna stop orbiting completely. Don't be afraid. We'll get back to it. Let's do a new little part here. Orbit amount. And we're just gonna put it back into orbiting again. Maybe like this. It's too slow, but you're never gonna get any slithering with this. Oh my god. What if it's faster though? What is the orbit amount if we just shoot 1 bullet? 0.1? The hell? Oh yeah, I just set it to 0.1. It should be orbit amount plus 0.01. Yeah, there we go. So now it's gonna stop orbiting for a little bit until it animates back again. And I think this will actually make it slither the least. Can make it even slower animating back. Bing. It's actually stuck at 0.2 now. Well, why is that? That doesn't make sense. 0.2 always. Am I talking shit? What's up, Abby? Nothing like a good stream medicine, huh? So why is our orbit amount always at 0.2? Is the question. Let's see, are we resetting it? Let's do a trace reset. We're not actually resetting it. What the hell, right? So this here is actually where? Oh, this is something completely different for void bullets. This is not the script I was thinking of. What the hell is that script then? Bullet reset movement, movement, bullet, movement, reset. This is the one. I've been in the wrong script this whole damn time. What the frick? What the frick? Let's get back to our run. Yeah, we're doing funny bullet sun lotion. And it's pretty lit, pretty legitness. I just beat the Voidigo challenge in Atlantis. Certified gamer. Snake boots. On brutal. Easy for me. But it's also lagging, so maybe that's giving me some extra time to get my moves in. Just kidding, I'm a gamer through and through. So for the new people, we're playing this little run while we're compiling. Because watching compile window is not so fun. Also, it feels like I have to scream over this game so loud. Or am I crazy? No slippery lotion, although maybe this could actually be a way to do the slippery lotion. Because now we're kind of getting the slippery lotion look, right? So maybe this is something that we can use as the logic. But we're only working at the orbit right now. We're to kind of get around the issue of the bullet just hitting the wall and disappearing. We're making it bounce on the wall. And we're trying to make it less slippery and more bouncy. But I was working in the wrong script, and that's why we're doing a little recompile now. Also, I got a new big feature to show off, but I'm never getting enough playtime in to get there. So maybe you guys won't see it on stream until Wednesday day. We'll see. Okay, this is making my mouth salivating, but I'll have to be steadfast. I think 2 hearts on brutal is brutal enough. You can call me a little baby for that. I don't give a damn. I don't give a rat's ass. Ooh. Are you seeing? I'm getting some extra thinking time. Yeah, I mean, we've all been there, haven't we? Classic TGIF Friday. Ooh, this is a scary time to pause. Maybe I should get to safety. Ooh! And I did. Let's see if working in the correct script is gonna make this a little bit easier for us. My guess, yep, Yep, it just might. So let's go ahead and what is he writing in the chat? Remove all props. Remove all NPCs. Spawn our sunbullet lotion. Here it is. Now we're down here in our little debug chat or debug log. It's currently affecting the bullet by 20%, and if I shoot a wall, it stops, and now it's way too slow because we changed it because we didn't know what the hell was going on. Well, look at that, now it's actually bouncing. Now it's not slithering on the walls anymore. It's doing little bounces. It's trying to go into orbit. Maybe 0.5. Yeah, this looks pretty good, I think. Orbit for me, bullets. Oh, they're trying to get back! Maybe now that we have this amount fix, we don't need to reset the direction. And then they will actually, yeah, they will get back here. Instead of just getting stuck bouncing over there. Hey, that's pretty cool! Slinky mode. Imagine slinky moding down to the pizza restaurant tonight. Oh my god, that's gonna be me. Slinky. Isn't one of the Casper uncles named Slinky? I'm such a Slinky. Tag yourself, the Casper uncles. Okay, we did it. We got orbiting bullets and it's looking rather nice. Let's actually see how the hell does this affect homing bullets. See, now they got the little aiming. I mean, when there's no target, it's gonna be the same. But if I debug a dummy, yeah, see, it's kinda aiming towards them now. So now you get a little bit of both. And if you get more homing, oh yeah, look at that. That's also not how you upgrade things anymore. Remove pickups. Check this out. This is one of the new features. Now you get to see the progress, and it's got this nice little folding down animation. Isn't that cute, huh? I sure as hell think so. Actually, oh yeah, and this UI is new as well. Now it's got a new look, the one we concepted the other day. And you know what? I'm gonna show off the new thing, the big new thing. Because I'm just crazy like that. It doesn't have any sounds yet, so you don't need to hear it. Maybe we should hear the game anyway. Remove the NPCs, get out of here. Check this out, when I pick up the final level, when I fully upgrade a power-up, this happens. It's the funny star, and he eats all the little stars, and then he breaks into a power-up bundle. Now, isn't that funny cool, huh? I'd say it is. So now, whenever you fully upgrade, you get the funny star, and each star that he eats will make them explode into 5 more currency. I would lol. Funny and cool alert. Thank you, everybody. Imagine that with a music track and the sound effects. It's gonna be quite a funny treat, huh? I also upgraded the wrong one. Whatever. Let's get a new place here to play, huh? So what we were gonna check out was debug, power up, upgrade, full. So what happens when you have orbit? Like now I have orbit. Look at this, I got my orbiting bullets, fully orbiting, but I also have the homing bullet lotion fully upgraded. See, now the strength of homing is actually stronger than the orbiting. So you'll get some really funky bullets. And I think that's beautiful, I think that's cool, I think it's beautifully cool. But now I have to get something to eat. I'm hungry as the wolf among us. But yeah, we did it. We got the logic. Let's have a look at our little to-do. Oh, I'm sorry. We got our little to-do. We got infinite bouncing. We haven't done upgrade attributes, and we still need to think a little bit about the flare. And then we have the icon, polish, and the upgrade descriptions. I mean, the upgrade descriptions, we could probably take care of that after setting the attributes. Mukbang time? I'm sorry, that's not gonna happen. I look way too cool eating. I feel like it would ruin my image of this just humble nerd. So yeah, let's look at the orbit once more, and then maybe I come back after lunch and we do the rest. I'll see how strong my bones feel. Usually my bones are pretty strong though. I really like the solution of bouncing on walls. I feel like that makes it really, really interesting. Which also means that mining laser will still break walls. Because with the other solution, mining laser wouldn't break walls anymore. But now it does. Oh my god, look how cool this is, huh? Look how cool this is. You got yourself a little breaking bubble. Don't share my secret identity. That's truly so mean. Yeah, now it really looks like I'm the sun. But yeah, when we come back, maybe we'll do some flare. Maybe we'll do like a cool glow behind Drash, and then 3 planets just orbiting around Drash. Maybe that would be funny, funky, cool. Wow, this is like the Elden Ring. I have the Elden Ring. Super lag. Yeah, everything is live coded right now. It wouldn't lag this much at all. So I wouldn't worry about that. But currently, like everything that I'm live coding is 15 times slower. And I'm currently live coding every single bullet. So every single bullet is 15 times as slow. So that's what's causing all the lag. But that's not gonna be in the gamer's hands. That's just for me. Okay. Thank you everybody for coming by, having a little watch at the bonus stream. The Frenzied Flame Attack in Elden Ring. Okay, inspired. We'll see if I come back after a little bit of a lunchy break. If I don't, have a goddamn good weekend. And if I do, we'll see what I wish you later. See you guys in a little bit. Check it out, the Elden Ring Frenzied Flame. Are you made in this? There is no